Okay, coming back home, and it's nice to be back at CenturyLink. We've got a good team coming in. Houston has done a lot of stuff uh, just in the last month, scoring points like crazy. Quarterback's done great, and you can see that we know they're still growing, and we're seeing some of their stuff, and they got a bye week, so we might see new stuff. So it's a big challenge for us, but it's a good matchup and a good game, so we're looking forward to it.
How much do you expect him to play, and how did that conversation start with him?
How much do I expect him to play is the first part of that question. We're gonna mix him in, see how he does. He's ready to go. He wants to go, and he's been working real hard. He's in good shape. The workout showed that yesterday, and got to make it through the week and all that. But we're expecting him to play, so you'll see him some. The conversation started. John's been working on it for a little bit, and been in the conversation with the agents and stuff, and it's been something that's been in the works.
What does he bring just overall to your defense?
This is an extraordinarily savvy guy now. He is so smart and so well schooled, and got tremendous discipline about his part of the game, rushing the passer. That it's going to help guys, just being around him. He's very aggressive. He was very active last year. Made a lot of things happen. The film looked great, and he's been sitting out, kind of waiting for an opportunity. He was really anxious to get back to playing, and so it was a chance, and it worked out, and so we're thrilled to have him.
Which of the end spots is he a better fit at?
I don't think I'm telling any secrets here. He's historically been a rusher on the right side. That's what he's featured over the years. He can do everything, but that's what he's been best at. Did I get that for you, John?
Nope.
Okay.
Deion Jordan coming back to practice this week as well. I guess.
Yeah, really excited for Deion. It's been a long haul for him to get back out. He's worked really hard. His mind has been at the whole time. He's been in the meetings. He's studied. He's ready to go. So today was the first chance we had. He's in the walkthroughs, and then we're going to ease him in and just bring him along. Work with him after practice today some to make sure that he's making some progress. And then a couple weeks from now, we'll see where it is. He's been working really hard conditioning wise, but now it's time to get after football and start pushing on the big bodies and all that. And so it's really exciting for him. And this is what John pictured a long time ago when we got this hooked up, and that it would take a while, and we might have something really special. So we'll see what happens.
Where's Deshaun Shed with his recovery?
I watched Deshaun a lot last week. He is in phenomenal shape. He's going through all of the drills and all of the work. He's still got a little bit of work to finish the process so that everything's balanced out and all. But he is such an extraordinary worker that he is as conditioned as he can be, and he's fast and can roll. But there's still a little work to be done to make sure that he's safe and balanced out just right. So I can't tell you what that means time-wise, but when they cut him loose for us, he's going to be ready to go because he's really worked hard.
Safe to say you do expect he will be available to you here in the coming couple weeks or so, Deshaun?
I hope so. I think it's more. I hope so. I hope that happens.
Do you expect that Justin Britt is going to miss some time?
Well, he's going to miss today, one day at a time. No, I'm not thinking that at all. We're not thinking that far down the road. We're thinking he's working to get back this week. It's going to be a challenge, but we're thinking that. We'll know, by Friday we'll decide whether we can practice or not. We'll give him a couple days here.
Doug Baldwin's kind of having a typical year like he has the last couple of years. Third down in particular, what makes him so effective?
Well, he's so quick. He's just so quick and sharp on running routes and getting open and understanding how to do that, as well as he and Russ, are just on the same page. They see things almost exactly the same. They communicate beautifully. The nonverbal communication that's necessary for that kind of chemistry is there. And he's a phenomenal catcher, and he's tough, and he can find out how to get that extra yard. He's got all that stuff going for him. He's a fantastic player.
Where does this route running kind of rank among guys you've seen?
Well, there's nobody that's quicker than he is. There's nobody that can shake it the line of scrimmage and get in and out of his breaks any quicker than Doug. He's as fast as you can get, and that's why he's one of the best in the NFL.
He's always been good at that, as you said. Has he taken any steps forward in that route running ability in the last?
Oh yeah, sure. He's improved. Yeah, he's improved a lot over the years. I think the fine tuning of it is at the right time, when on the right opportunity, by given to you by the coverage, and taking advantage of that stuff consistently is what separates the guys that have the experience or not. I don't know that his route running is any better. It's just more precise and more fixed to the opportunity to take advantage of what's there. So he's a marvelous player.
What'd you make of Jeremy Lane's Twitter, whatever you call that, yesterday?
Twitter? He wants to play. He wants to play. And he hasn't had a chance to practice. He got a little bit of work last week. He hasn't practiced with us yet, really. So with a guy coming off groin, he's got to go today and tomorrow and Friday and see how he recovers from those days and see if he's ready by game day. And we don't know that yet. But he's battling to come on back, and this place is about competition. So, and there's competition going on both sides. He's had really good play at the positions that that he vacated, and those guys are doing a good job, which is exactly what we want. So he just wants to play.
Is he in a position where he'll have to earn his starting spot back?
Everybody is. That's how it goes. We don't have a rule around here that if you've been in your spot, you get it forever. That's not the way it works. You compete. Central theme in the program.
The Texans are a team that once they get a first half lead, they don't give it up in the second half under O'Brien. What does that tell you about the characteristics of the team?
Well, it's one of my favorite characteristics, that teams finish well, and they're doing that and putting people away. They're off to a tremendous start to the season, and they could be easily better than the record right now. So it's a young, spunky group of guys. Coach is doing a good job, and the guys are fighting hard. You can see it all the way across the board. All three phases are really tough and physical and getting after it, and they give us problems everywhere. So it's no wonder that they're finishing well and putting people away, like you're saying.
Has their offense changed quite much at all as Watson sort of emerged as their starting quarterback?
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's been a little bit of a process that they've gone through, but it doesn't take long to see how versatile he is, and the dynamic player that he is. He's rushing for over 7 yards a carry. His efficiency is rated 100 and something, 15 and 5, with touchdowns and picks, and he's doing great, So there's nothing he can't do. He's doing it all, and he's making marvelous throws, and he's tight window throws, all across the board from the top down. He can throw it all. So they got to be just thrilled to have him, jumping in there and doing what he's doing.
Nick Vannett played quite a bit on Sunday, it seemed like. How have you seen him and his role kind of
He's doing
evolve?
good. He's really playing good football for us. We have no hesitation to play him in any situation, throwing game, running game, backside, front side. He can do everything. And he's really had a very good emergence from his first year. He was just young and a pup and all that. We went into the offseason thinking he was going to play a lot, and we were going to count on him, and we were going to see if he could do this, make this jump, and he has. So he's doing a great job for us.
Pete, when you look at your pass rush as a whole, I think you have 12 sacks on the season. How would you kind of assess how the group's been up until now and what you still need out of it?
Well, we've been real active, and we're coming hard. We've seen just a ton of quick stuff, and teams have really tried to keep the ball away from us, and they've done a pretty good job, but it hasn't amounted to a lot for the most part, numbers-wise and efficiency-wise and all that. So, look at the pass defense numbers. Those are and the efficiency of the opponents. That's telling you a lot more than the sacks are telling you right now. It's hard to get to the quarterback when they're throwing it that quick, but we're still working and we're knocking them around. And I'm hoping that we can heat it up this weekend and make the plays that come from that. But if they keep throwing it really quick like that, it's really hard to get there. But we've handled it, I think, pretty well.
Is it mostly a lot of motion and 3-5-step drops and stuff like that the quarterback's doing, trying to?
It is quick game. Yeah, it's really just the fundamentals of the quick game. There's tons of 3-step drop stuff, and out of the gun it comes out even faster. The quarterback just sets and throws. So that's okay. We're all right with that. If that's the way they're doing it, we're just going to keep defending it and knock them down. I thought that it was a marvelous demonstration of tackling in the open field last week on underneath stuff and the short throws that we saw. Our guys did a phenomenal job, and that's what's called for. If you're going to keep those from being explosive plays. A couple times guys got out. Those were the couple explosives that they had, on catch and run. So that's just what it is. I can't do anything to change that. That's the way they want to play. They can play that way.
To clarify with Jeremy, where is he in his recovery right now?
He's going to go full speed today. Yeah, he's supposed to go. He got a little bit of work on Friday of last week, and just to show that he was able to. He recovered from that okay. It was minimal amount of work, and now he'll go full load today, and we'll see how it goes. And then we'll see what tomorrow tells us and go from there.
How important was it for Jimmy Graham to end the game the way he did with that touchdown and the 2 catches before, considering the way things had started?
Yeah, he didn't get off to a great start, and had a couple good ops there that just got away. But I mean, that's, I'm not worried about Jimmy catching the football and making his plays. He's going to make them. He noticed Russ isn't either. He went right back to him and gave him some chances, and and he came through great. So no problem.
From what you've seen so far, how much might Dwight Freeney be able to play right away?
Say that again.
Dwight Freeney, how much do you estimate he might be able to play right away?
Well, let me start with the part. How much with what I've seen? I haven't seen anything. Yeah. So I don't know. We got a thought. You guys will see. Let us show you that when we get to game time.
Did the conversation start with Cliff's injury, or does it go back even further with Dwight and just kind of knowing that maybe that D-line didn't?
Straight up, I think it really did come up when Cliff got hurt. John may have been on it. I'm sure he already had him on his list and stuff like that, but I don't think we talked about it much until then.
Talked about having Cliff around, but even though he's not playing, just kind of his impact on that room and the young guys. How much can Dwight help with that too?
I don't know that yet, but just talking to the guys who've worked with him in the past, just in our communications, and I know the response that Clint Hurt has had just in visiting with him last night and today and watching him interact, he's got a lot to offer. He has a lot to offer, and we're thrilled by that.
Anything on Cliff that you can update me on?
How does Deion Jordan fit into the mix? Where do you see him? What kind of idea do you have for him?
Well, I don't know that yet. Give us some time with him on the field where we can really see him. I have watched all of his film, and what he's done in the league, and he's played all over the place. He's played from defensive end, inside pass rusher. He's been a movement guy, spinner type of guy in pass rushes. He's been an outside backer at times. So he has tremendous versatility. He's a little he's heavier than he was at certain times in his years. He's really strong right now. He's really fit right now. So I see him as a defensive end, in our system right now that has the versatility to move inside some. So he's a really good all-around athlete. So Miami dropped him in space and did some cover things with him as well. We'll just wait and see how that works out. But we know all of that, so we can go there when we want to. But right now, just to get his hand in the ground, come off the ball, run into some people. He's been running into strength and conditioning coaches with pads and stuff, So, and they're tough, but not that tough. And I'm in trouble. So it's just a process. We'll see how it goes.
Anything new on Malik McDowell and whether he's any closer?
He's working out. Yeah, he's working. I just talked to him today and watched him run a little bit. He's doing some laps and some things. He's getting some running in, and he feels fine. He feels fine with it. There's more things that will come in terms of evaluations to know how far and how fast we can go. He's really encouraged, and that doesn't mean anything in the immediate, next couple weeks, or anything like that. But I'm really happy for him. He feels like he's getting back to ball. He's coming to the meetings, and he's starting going again. So we'll see what happens, and we're going to absolutely take care of him and wait it out and all that. But we'll see what see what it means. We don't know yet.
Are you feeling like the odds of him maybe playing this year are increasing a little bit?
Let me see here. I don't know. Don't know that. I'm not feeling like there's odds here. Okay, I don't know. Just gotta wait.
I'm sorry, how did Michael make it out of the game with this foot?
Really well. I was shocked that he would come out after that and feel fine. He felt good coming out of the game. So he's ready to go. So he'll be ready this week, and it's exciting.
Do you want to have him play a little bit
Bus
less?
coming in, huh?
Ideally with Bennett, do you need to have him to play just a little bit less or anything to get him through it, or can he keep playing as much as he's playing?
No, he played pretty good load. Last week he was fine. Okay.
Anything else? Thank you.